Okay. Well, why don't we go over some stats? And I want to ask you too about the typical cost of that as well. So I found this website that we're going to take a look at. I thought we were going to take a look at it. Where did it go? I'll get to this. 1 second. While we're doing that, what are you usually see the typical cost be for a long-term care?
Yeah, so as of today, and I have a great website for this actually, it's called the Cost of Care Survey.
Mm-hmm.
So let's look at Florida. In Florida, as of 2023, to be in a nursing home with a semi-private room, which means you're sharing a room, how much you think per month is the average?
I don't know. Give me it.
10 grand.
Jeez.
$9,885 to be exact. If you need a home health aide, so you need a nurse to come by 2-3 times a week to help with, whatever.
Yep.
$5,700 a month is the current average cost. And that's today. I mean, you can blow this out, 20 years. Nursing homes, same thing. Semi-private room is expected to be about $18,000 a month, and that same home health aide about 10 grand a month.
It's an enormous cost.
Enormous. And you can see, if I'm spending $18,000 a month, I've got to have millions in assets to cover that without blowing through my my basis per se.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's an enormous cost. I mean, I think it's one of these things. It's one of these risks that no one really understands until you actually go through it and you see it.
And it can be a double dipping scenario, because think about it. If I'm in care, right, and let's say it's costing 15 grand a month, my wife might not be in care and she might need another 5-10 grand a month to live off of. Yeah. So now I'm pulling 25,000 a month out of my assets. It's not sustainable long term unless you're, have an exceedingly large amount.
You'd have to have over 10 million in assets. Maybe not quite that much, but you'd have to have a lot.
You'd have to have over 5, doubt.
Over 5 million for sure.
Yep.
And then at that point, you're really not able to leave. If one of your goals is to leave, assets to your beneficiaries and your kids, it's just going to royally screw up that plan.
Yeah, I mean, look at the stat right here. Average stay 3.2 years. So let's call it 39 months.
Yep.
39 months times 10 grand today. I mean, that's just about 400,000.
Yeah.
Today, let alone 20, 30 years from now.
Yeah. So let's look at the stats here and see what they say. So the latest available data says 70% of adults aged 65 years. This was in 2023 that we found this. So 70% of adults aged 65 years and older will require long-term care at some point. That's staggeringly high.
Yep. 7 out of 10.
Right?
That's been the stat for years.
So if you're 65 years and older right now, chances are that 7 out of 10, you're going to need long-term care at some point in time.
Yep.
So, and I can't imagine that stat's going to go down with the quality of healthcare and diet and lack of exercise and people taking care of themselves.
No, people aren't going to stop aging. And you know what? Even if you do take care of yourself, as you know, health things still happen. You know, we all age. I could be the most healthy person in the world. I'm still going to age.
Yeah, for sure. Next, 42% Medicaid only covers 42% of America's long-term care costs. So I guess what we're looking at right there it says $475 billion a year is spent on long-term care.
Yep.
Medicaid's only covering 42% of that. Is that how you read that? That still seems high.
It is. But remember, those 42% of people that Medicaid is covering
are broke.
Medicaid's only covering them because they're broke, because they've already spent through all their money.
Oh, yeah. They're broke.
Yep.
All their money's gone
Yep.
at that point. All of your money is gone.